Now that we've identified the differences between nonfiction and fiction objective summaries, as well as the differences in their structure, we will focus our full attention to nonfiction and the parts that are used to create a quality nonfiction objective summary. Click on the link in the red box and watch the video on your student's slideshow. When you do, think about the most important parts that you need to remember. Pause this video and complete the slide by watching the video on your slideshow. Now that this video is fresh in your mind, we need to train our brain to only recall what's most important about the video. We will practice by completing this sort. And in this sort, there are several pieces of information taken from the video. Some are main points and others are details. Try to separate the two by putting each phrase in the correct category. Pause the video and complete the slide now. Let's take a closer look to try to understand the differences between the main points and the details. Let's focus on the details first. Those are kicking the ball into the goal, team's uniforms were white, mother picked up Chris early from school to rest, and the team was losing in the state finals. What you should notice about the answers in the detail category is that this information doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. If the team's uniforms were red instead of white, would that matter? Would it affect Chris's chances of beating cancer? No, that's why it's not important. What about the fact that the team was losing in the state finals? If this article was about the team losing in the state finals, that would be different. But this article is about Chris beating cancer while also playing soccer. We have to think about which parts stand out to us the most when we write our nonfiction objective summaries. We have to focus on the main points. In this story, those were the player, or Chris, is diagnosed with cancer. Cancer does not stop Chris from playing soccer, and Chris beats cancer. Pause this video to make corrections. A way to help us focus on the main points when we write nonfiction objective summaries is by answering the following questions of: who is the article about? What did they do? Where does the event take place? When did it happen? And why is this important? On this quality example of a summary that someone might have written from the video we just watched, see if you can identify the main points. When the question of the who is answered, highlight that part of the text red. When the question of the what gets answered, highlight that part in the text orange. When the question of the where is answered, highlight it in yellow, the when in green, and the why in blue. You will see each question word at the bottom of the slide has its own color if you don't remember. Highlight each part that gets answered according to the color of the boxes at the bottom of the slide. Pause the video and complete this slide. Go ahead and update your answers now. What we can tell in a nonfiction objective summary is that while all the questions need to be answered, as long as it makes sense, there's not really a specific order that you need to follow when you write your objective summaries. However, all the questions need to be answered: the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. Be sure that you've updated your answers before moving on.